This week on This Is Gravel, Neil's wife is riding bikes. I rode my bike in Iowa. Matt rode his bike in Colorado. And
I didn't ride my bike.
You didn't ride your bike, but we all next week go as a big happy Gravel Guru family too.
Gravel Worlds, baby.
Coming up. Hey, welcome to This Is Gravel. I am Bobby Thompson. Sitting next to me is
Neil Taylor.
As always, Neil, do you have an exciting weekend?
I don't know if I'd call it exciting.
Yeah?
Much parent duty, watching the kids.
Yeah.
You know, that can be exciting, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Now, your wife has started riding bikes, right?
Yeah, wife has started riding bikes. She's
Is that less time for you on the bike now?
Yes. It has equaled a little bit less time because we're not able to both usually ride at the same time.
Right.
Someone's got to watch the kids. However, this coming week, my dad, stepmom are coming in town, and they will be watching the kids.
Oh, nice. So you're going to do a joint ride together.
Yeah, we're going to get out and actually ride bikes together. We've so far ridden all of 4 miles together in the month that she's had her bike. So
you're going to go do the nature trail or anything?
Oh, no. I think we're going to go see some hills.
Oh, you're going to go out these hardcore gravel.
Yeah, she needs to do some hills. She's got some goals out there that I don't think she wants me necessarily to mention too much and throw out there to hold her to. But she's got some goals. And so tackling hills would be an important part, I think, of tackling those goals. So.
Sweet. What kind of hills are you thinking? You don't want to spoil it for her.
Not. I mean, we're not talking big hills. We're not going to take her down to Greenwood County and do anything like that.
Okay.
But, at least some of the more challenging hills that are in the first, 30, 40 miles or so of DK, kind of maybe hit some of that.
Nice. Well, that's a good ride.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what we can do, and if I'm still married at the end of it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so what you been up to, Bobby?
I went up and suffered through 125 miles of hills just south of Des Moines around a town centered around Cumming, Iowa. 24 Hours of Cumming is the name. And, it was there's not a lot of flats in this area, or at least the way Steve Cannon designs the route. There's not very many flats. So if there are flats around the area, he hid them very well. So it was mostly up and down kind of stuff. And it was, the weather was really pretty perfect. We may have had low 90s, high 80s, but it actually felt pretty decent until, there's a few hours in the afternoon that got pretty hot and heavy. But no rain, very little wind. Well, the wind picked up a little bit, but yeah, it was nice. So a bunch of Emporia went up there and did little different courses. Sean O'Mara got third place in the 400K, which, for us who can't do the math, it's a little over 240 miles, closer to actually probably 250, really, once you add in the little extras. Corey Smith from Emporia got first in the 200K. And then we had a female team, some of them from Emporia. We had Christy Moan and Paulina, Lynn, and then Jamie from Manhattan, who got second, I believe, in the relay.
Awesome.
So 400K relay. So yeah, it was a good time up there.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool event, just all the different options. Now, there's night riding too. Did you get to do any night riding on your 100 or your 200K?
No, I like to do the ride, sit down, and enjoy the party and the atmosphere and socializing, grab a beer. So I did, my ride started at 8 a.m. and I was done by 5. Which is perfect, because then you grab a couple of burgers, sit down, and you root for everybody else. The way Steve sets the event up, though, if you're doing the longer distances or you're doing the relays, then he starts you off at 11 a.m. so that you or a teammate rides through the night. So it is fun watching those guys. I was up till 4 a.m. supporting some people from Emporia. So,
nice.
And then we got to bed about 4, got up at 7 and had coffee, so that's part of it is even when the ride's over, you only get a couple hours of sleep.
Nice. Sounds like a fun event. I'm hoping at some point to be able to schedule that one in. Obviously, with its 24-hour format, that makes it a little bit tough. Obviously, I would have to take a Sunday off to do that, but it sounds like an awesome event. All the pictures, everything from social media I saw this past week looked like you guys were having fun.
It's beautiful. Pure white gravel and green countryside. So it was gorgeous. It was dusty. Yeah. Oh my heavens, it was dusty. So yeah, we'll get you up there. We'll get you some gears maybe. So.
Yeah, I might need it for those hills. We'll see.
It was a good time. Coming up, we got Gravel Worlds, I think. Are you going to Gravel Worlds this year in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, Gravel Worlds a couple of weeks. I signed up to do the 150 on single speed again.
Yeah.
That was so much fun last year.
I can't believe you're doing that again.
Yeah.
I'll be there to root you in.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
My thought is that there might be day of, be like, hey, son, can I just do the 75 instead? But
75 would be a blast. They introduced the Privateer last year. The Privateer is 75 miles and a lot of the same fun, but half the pain.
Yeah.
So they introduced that last year.
And I know they threw out, I think, an email this morning. Now, by the time this airs, it might not be the case anymore. But there was 18 spots left.
18 spots. They did a good job selling out this year. They will have sold all the spots this year. So, that's awesome.
I'm going to say, folks, don't miss out on it. I mean, if you haven't gone up there, it is a blast going up to Lincoln. Yeah. Bigger town, obviously, but they do a great job supporting it there. And I had a blast, absolutely had a blast last year. That's why I'm back for another year of torture and pain and 150 miles.
What miles exactly did you have a blast at?
1 through 2.
It's always fun in hindsight to say we had a blast. But I think all of us know that's a bunch of crap while you're out there on the ride itself.
Truthfully, I think probably about the first 60 miles I had a blast.
There you go.
After then, I started, climbing some of those bigger hills out in the northwest part, northwest of Lincoln.
Yes.
And with climbing, I think a long stretch that was going west.
After Malcolm.
Yes. Just started to feel it.
Right. It'll be fun. It's a good event put on by good people. We've already talked to them about their event, so we won't, dwell too much on it. But that is kind of where our mindset is at right now. Is that we have a week to recover what we've done, and then get ready to head up to Lincoln. And Lincoln is one of those events where you like to show up midway on a Friday, and you end up staying until Sunday. So it's it's a weekend event for a lot of us traveling.
Yeah, they got an awesome expo as part of it. Right outside of Cycle Works there, and a lot of
Loft Bikes is going to be there presented.
Cantu will be there.
Cantu will be there.
So
Cantu will be there. They're great people too. John and Vinny, stop by and give John and Vinny a high five and a hug.
Absolutely.
It'll be a good time. Give Goodberg a hug from Loft. He's always looking for a good time, and it'll be fun. The before and after is what makes it a fun weekend.
Absolutely.
We'll be coming up there. I'd be really curious to find out what events you're going to be coming up with this weekend. We saw where you were at last weekend on social media, and we're going to do probably, we want to see as many as we can see. So let's see where you were rode.
Hey, thanks, Bobby and Neil. We've had a ton of social media come into Facebook this week. Starting up, we've got this photo from Savon Twilley. Joined a Sunday group ride from Dallas for a 20-mile gravel trip along the Trinity Levees of Dallas. Kate sent in this photo at the 24 hours of Cumming. Her part was only 11 hours, she said, though. Still quite an epic ride, Kate. Keith sent in this photo from Gibraltar Rock near Merrimack, Wisconsin. Derek was commuting from Peculiar to Harrisonville, Missouri and back. Megan sent in this photo bike packing via the Flint Hills Nature Trail from Ottawa to Council Grove Lake and back. Joffer went up to single speed KC, said he didn't even crash. Great job, Joffer. Neil was out riding the country roads of Poland. Jacob was up in Fort Collins at the Fort Collins Fondo 102-mile gravel ride. Jeremy finished the 50-mile route on the Made Hay race in North Dakota. Great job, Jeremy. Oh, hey, look, it's Ben and I. Ben and I went in bike-packed overnight on the Rollins Pass in Colorado. Jennifer sent in this photo of an easy 20-mile ride, she said, in Holmes County Trail in Ohio. Then 55 miles of hills over 5,000 feet of climbing with a lot of loose gravel and scorching heat during the inaugural Magnolia Gravel Galore. Looks awesome, Jennifer. Eric went on a tour around Wexford County on gravel with his wife and friends. Awesome, Eric. Thanks to everybody that submitted photos this week. Here on social media, make sure you keep sending them in using the hashtag #ThisIsGravel.
Sweet. So the sad thing, the thing about watching those pictures come in like that is I realize there's so many places that I have not ridden.
Yeah, I love riding obviously where we're at. I love
Right.
Emporia, Kansas. I love the Flint Hills. But there is so much gravel all over this beautiful country, all over this world,
Right.
That we don't get to ride. And so I love the social media.
Right.
part.
Even if you're driving through on the highway to get from point A to point B, you miss everything out there on the countryside. And so many places to ride, so many places to go. Did you notice that there was a picture in there of producer Matt?
He included himself this week.
And he went to Colorado, if I believe, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, he decided to climb some real big mountains.
All right. Well, we came in the studio, and he was still sitting over in the chair, which we can't show you pictures, but he was still huffing and puffing and trying to gather some oxygen. So
I think he's got a tank down there.
right. So we agreed that this week is, it's going to be we're going to be a shorter time up here. We're going to gather some catch our breath, get some energy going, and Matt's going to come up next week with I think he did a video of what do the kids call it nowadays?
Vlogs.
A vlog?
Yeah.
A vlog.
What
Sounds
the
like
cool
something
kids
you
say.
cough up. A vlog. Okay. Video blog thingy bobber that Matt's doing. I call it a video, right? Just a video.
What we grew up with.
Right, it's a video.
It's videos.
So he's doing a video. It'll be on here. It'll be released next week. It might not be through This Is Gravel, but it will be released on the Gravel Guru page next week, so pay attention. We'll be headed off. Sounds like we're all headed off to Nebraska next week, so that'll be exciting. Yeah. So we'll have lots for you next week, and maybe we can show you what we're taking with us to ride 150 miles of pirate cycling hills. Arr. Okay. All right. We'll see y'all next week.